All right, guys, let's do this. What up? It's Jojo on the radio. This is the iHeartRadio Countdown. And this is the first time I've talked to you guys together in the same place, I guess, sort of, even though we're on Zoom. Ava Max, what's up? Tiesto, what's up? How you guys doing?
We're good.
Good. How are you, Tiesto?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just recovering from Coachella. I've been there the whole weekend, and yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Wow.
Recovering from Coachella that's another level kind of recovery. You just collapse after something like that, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Quick question. We'll play the motto obviously later on because this track has been so huge. How did this thing happen? When did you guys meet? Ava, I'll start with you. How did you and Tiesto come together on this?
So we just love the song as much as, like I got the song in the studio and from Tiesto's team, and then I fell in love with it. It was nothing like I've ever done before.
Tiesto, how did you decide like I got to have Ava's vocals on this? What made you hit her up?
Well, I've always been a fan of Ava since the beginning. So and I tried a couple of times with other songs, but nothing was really good enough for connecting. And then with this song, we thought like Ava would be perfect on it. And then she did an amazing job. She made the song sound 10 times better than the original. So,
did you guys meet in person before the video, or was that the first meeting?
We met briefly in Boston when we were at the same hotel. I think she was on tour with Adam Levine. So briefly met for a second.
It was, I was opening up from room 5. It was so random. I saw Tiesto outside of a hotel. I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
And did you ever think that meeting like that, whoa, oh my God, that's Tiesto. Did you think that would turn into something, like this? Because that was so random, like you said.
I mean, I knew the song was a banger. Like the moment I heard it, I was like, oh my God, I just have to do the song with Tiesto. And I've always wanted to work with Tiesto. So it was like the perfect opportunity.
Both you guys have albums in the works. Tiesto, let me start with you. You're working on a new album, I believe, as we speak, right?
Yeah. I think most of it is done actually, and I'm just finalizing and polishing some tracks, but should be ready to go by in the fall probably. So yeah, I'm excited.
Any kind of details? Anything you want to leak? I'm sure most of it's super top secret, all that fun stuff. But what can you say about it?
Well, there's always a lot of things still in the air. I'm talking to different singers to work with, and I got a track with Freya coming. It's really cool. And for the rest, who knows who's going to end up with the album? It's with all the right people, so we'll see.
Ava, same question I gave to Tiesto a couple of minutes ago. You were working on your second studio album. Give me some details, because I know this album means a ton to you. It features Maybe You're the Problem, of course, on this album. What do I need to know?
So yeah, this song is heartbreak on a dance floor, basically. Without giving you the title of the album, it's essentially heartbreak on the dance floor. And I feel like it's my most personal album ever. I feel like I've never, ever written the way I've written last year. And I guess I just had to go through a lot of personal issues. And that's exactly what happened last year.
And I think I read, you may have told me this as well. It's so personal that you are, and I don't know if you're exaggerating or not, but it's so personal. You're somewhat terrified to release this album. Is that true?
Definitely. Because it's all kind of like my experiences that I went through in the last year and a half. It's everything, every song is about an individual. So
wow.
it's again, I never thought in my life I would write about, specific individuals.
I assume this person knows it's coming, right?
It's a couple people. Yeah, it's a couple people.
Well, I can't wait to hear all this stuff, you guys. Tiesto, let me say thank you. A couple of months back, or I forget exactly when it was. Tiesto sent me a bottle of Jägermeister, Ava Max, to my house. And if you haven't partied with Tiesto, and I've only done it once, I wouldn't say it was partying necessarily. He gave me a shot of Jaeger before he went on at one of our shows. And it was such a cool moment to party with Tiesto and have his official Jägermeister drink. But the flip side of that is Jägermeister is an awful drink, Ava Max. So have you partied with Tiesto and drank his Jägermeister?
I have not, but maybe in the future.
I feel like Ava's more like a tequila girl. So don't think so.
I am. How'd you know?
Nice 9042 tequila. I don't think you like that crappy Jaeger.
Yeah. I don't know about Jaeger.
Yeah, I need to know, Tiesto, just how is, I mean, convince me, he's tried this a couple of times. Convince me that Jägermeister, like how is it, it's an acquired taste, but how do you acquire that taste? Because it is absolutely, thank you for the gift, but it's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah, you know what? It was a phase, but I'm actually over it. So it's, the Jaeger days are over.
Thank God. All right.
Yeah, no,
so,
I moved on to more like California red wine and white wine and champagne. So I stepped up my game. So next time, talking something nice.
Now me and Ava can actually drink with you. Perfect. Tour talks. Let me get some tour talks from both of you. Tiesto, you're in Vegas a ton, obviously. Are we discussing tours? I'm thinking you may have released some dates and whatnot. Give me your thoughts on future road dates.
Yeah, but first I have to warn you. There's a guy behind you with a big knife in his hand.
That's right. Yeah, you're the first person to bring that up. I have behind me in my Zoom room, I have a Michael Myers stand-up from Halloween, and nobody else brings it up.
Scary. They're scared of it.
Kill you.
My neighbors think it's crazy. I'll turn them around, just face them to the window, and people they're thinking like, what the heck is going on? So yeah, they've all questioned that one time or another.
Yeah.
But yeah, your tour thing, Tiesto, what you got?
I got a big summer tour coming up. I mean, I have my residency in Vegas every week. I do a lot of pool parties, but then I fly during the week to Europe. I do a lot of shows, big festivals in Europe, like Germany, France, Holland, Sweden. So I'm definitely all over the place this summer.
Same question, Ava. I know you got the album coming up. I would imagine the tour will happen after the album, one would think. But yeah, what's your plans? Little tour talks, all that good stuff.
So the music definitely has to come out first. Yeah. And once the album's out, there will for sure be a tour. Yeah.
Is there anything that can take the place of, I mean, I guess there's nothing that can really recreate the rush of performing in front of a live crowd. I mean, Ava, that's got to be, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but that's something that is hard to duplicate, I would think.
You can't duplicate it. It's everything. I mean, I started off performing when I was young, and that's like my favorite thing in the entire world. And then I started songwriting. So performing is number one for me. Same for you, Tiesto?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I love performing. Same way I've started as a DJ and later on became a producer, remixer. But playing songs live for an audience and see their reaction is just the best feeling ever.
Ava, you have, the Max cut has been with you for quite a while. A lot of talk around this. You've changed hairstyles. Give me walk me through this, the decision, all that good stuff.
I changed, so my hair had to change, if that makes sense.
100%.
I feel like I'm all about mood with my hair, but the Max cut has never really left, if that makes sense. It's always
it's in your heart, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah. No, it'll always be there. I am very much so the girl who believes you can have your cake and eat it too. The Max cut will live on, and who knows, it might make an appearance one day. She's not gone. I think a lot of people think she got buried, but I'm just trying out a new chick right now.
Love it. The motto. I mean, what else needs to be said about the motto? Tiesto, I'll start with you. Give me something here.
I think it's just incredible how the song stuck around and keeps growing and streaming every week, and it's unbelievable how it developed. And we released it last year, and it's still so relevant right now, and people love it. And I'm very, very pleased with the way it's doing. I don't know.
Isn't it crazy how every song has a different kind of a journey, and some songs happen just in a blink. And some songs take a while to build, but generally speaking, those songs that take a second to build become the bigger ones. There's something about that, that fast track that slows things down. If you can sustain it, man, that's where the money is at. 2 videos for this track, Ava. I mean, what you did one, of course, like a in color and all the theatrics. Then you did one in black and white. Give me some details. Both of you guys jump in on this, but Ava, thoughts on the 2 videos?
I love both the videos. The second video, I just wanted it personally to be a dance video and just all about fashion and dance. The first video, Tiesto and I just want to tell a story. So I like how they're completely different.
Go ahead, Tiesto.
Oh, yeah, no, I said I love how much energy Ava brought to the video. She's amazing. Like she worked from 8 a.m. till 4 a.m. Like literally like 20 hours straight to make the video perfect. And I really appreciate that because there was a lot of work and energy. So she did amazing on it.
When are we going to see Tiesto in some of that choreography? When are we going to see you doing all that?
You know, we tried to pull him in.
I know I'm not very good at that stuff, so I'll leave it up to you.
Yeah, we'll leave it to the pros like Ava. Going to give you guys the same question. I'll start with Tiesto on this. Tiesto, what do you consider your best performance ever? I mean, everything went just about perfect. And then the complete flip of that, what do you consider your worst? Everything went straight to hell. Give me both of those.
Wow. Well, let's start with the worst. That was pretty easy, memorable, because back in the days I started DJing, and there was one guy coming to the DJ booth, and my equipment was still on like a kitchen table, and he just fell on it, and the whole thing collapsed, and the music stopped, and I was just standing there like, okay, what am I going to do now? So to build up the whole DJ booth again, it was a disaster. It took like 10 minutes to get everything working again. The crowd was booing. That was probably the worst performance I ever did. So
I would think they were booing him because, you know, he fell on your table with nothing to do with you, you know, so I guess he was getting the boos. I would hope.
Well, you know, people don't really realize sometimes, you know, it's the same when the sound fails, you know, people start booing because the sound fails, but you're the one on stage. So they're like, okay, it's probably his fault then. So you never know.
This guy, yeah. And what about the best ever? Yeah.
The best ever is hard to say because I had a lot of epic performances. Like we need like 6 hours at least, but I can name you one I did recently. It was the Ultra Music Festival in Miami. I played the Sunset set and it was amazing. I played for an hour. The crowd was erupting. And we felt like finally the world's opening up again and COVID is slowing down. So everybody was full of energy and it was an incredible experience.
I'm sure that was a moment for sure, man. Ava, same question to you. What do you consider your best performance ever? I mean, it's perfect for the most part. And then the worst. Everything was, straight to hell.
Ooh, for me, the best is when I can hear myself properly in my in-ears, because that's so, like, as an artist, like, you want to be able to, like, go through your performance seamlessly, like when you're singing and you want to hear everything and you want to, like, be able to hear the drums, be able to hear everything, but perfectly mixed in your ears. So when it's off a little bit, you can go off key, you can't really hear, it's not enjoyable, you know, as an artist on stage. So for me, like, all of the shows with Maroon 5, I mean, I just felt like it was just so on point. All of those shows opening up for Maroon 5, like, I heard myself properly. Like, I really felt like for the first time, I was like, okay, I can really have fun on stage because I can hear myself so well. But I mean, I had a great team. So thank you to them. And then the audience was insane because those were stadiums. So maybe that's why, because I love the stadiums. Who knows? But the worst performance. Okay, I don't even know. There was this show I did. It wasn't the audience though. Oh God, I can't believe I'm gonna say this. I couldn't hear my vocals. I was completely off key and I couldn't hear my vocals. I was in Malta. It was 110 degrees. I was sweating and I was wearing sweats. And I was just like, and not only that, but like I was completely off pitch. I couldn't hear anything. It was like I was sweating my eye, like body, everything off and makeup off. So yeah, that show in Malta. And I love Malta so much, but like I couldn't hear anything. All I cared was like, I was like, okay, let me focus on the fans. They look happy and I love seeing my fans and I love dancing with my fans. So let me just focus on that. But I couldn't hear anything. I was like, I don't even know if I'm on the right song. I can't even hear the song. Wow.
That's gotta be the worst feeling because you're on stage and, you know, and someone else is controlling that mix in your headphones and the volume but you're the only one they can see and everything gets blamed on you basically.
I'll just blame it on how hot it was. I'll just blame it how hot everybody was losing their minds because it was so hot. So they probably clicked the wrong button for my ears.
Oh my God, that's awful. I think I've talked to both of you about this. I am obsessed with the paranormal, ghost, UFOs, everything in between. I've got a podcast called Paranormalish. I mean, I'm way off the deep end. Have either of you had a notable, like a paranormal encounter that sticks in your head? I know Ava had something happen in at her apartment, I believe, at one point, something kind of crazy. Tiesto, I'm not sure about you, but what's happened?
No, for me, not really. No, I never had a paranormal.
This was like nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah, no, I got nothing. I got nothing. So Ava, you take it.
No, I mean, I feel like recently I just went to Barcelona for one day. Like this was probably like a few weeks ago. And something recently just happened again. And I'm not kidding you. It's like they follow me. I don't know what it is, but I couldn't sleep the first night I got there. I kept hearing like the door opening and like it wasn't opening. I kept getting up. I was like, no, the door did not open, but I kept hearing creaking. Like I feel like they were messing with me in Barcelona for sure.
All right. Well, let me ask both of you a favor. And side note, everyone's turned me down. Nobody said yes on this favor. So feel free to reject if it's not up your alley. But you guys will be touring all over the planet, you're already doing that. At some point, you're going to come across a hotel, and most of them have this. If you kind of do a little research, there's always a haunted room, or often a haunted room. If either you would consider this, request the haunted room, stay there, all night, and then tell me what happens when you're done.
Jojo, I could never. I'm already trying to get away from them. They're attacking me.
Yeah. So that's a no from Ava. Got that. Tiesto, is it a no from you?
Well, I think so. Yeah. I mean, I heard about the hotel in downtown LA. What's it called again?
The Cecil, probably.
The Cecil. Yeah. Yeah. That seemed to be haunted, but I wouldn't stay there. No, thank you.
Yeah. You're not going to want to stay there anyway. That place is a mess for sure. Tiesto, you revealed, I think maybe like in March, I forget when you revealed this info, but you've got, and this is a bit of a sensitive topic, I would imagine, you've got 2 unreleased, unfinished collabs with the late, great Avicii. What are your thoughts on these tracks? Will they ever see the light of day? Give me your take on because you've got something special right there, of course.
Yeah, I mean, we made those tracks back in the days, so must be 2013 or 12 when we made them, and we never had the time to finish it, and we were both like not completely happy with it. And then people got they noticed that there were 2 unreleased tracks, but I don't think that I'm going to release them ever because I don't know if he would have liked it. Like it feels a little without him it's not finished. So and Avicii was such a special producer and. Legendary producer. So I don't want to release it without him. So they will always be in my pocket, and I will never play them.
It's got to be bittersweet to hear those tracks because I'm guessing not only do you hear the tracks, but probably just back and forth chat between you and him. I'm not sure exactly what's on the tracks, but that's got to be a wild kind of surreal to hear in a way.
Well, they're instrumental tracks. So, but he was a great friend of mine, and I met him from the beginning when he came up back in 2008. So it's really sad what happened, and in 2 days it's actually 3 years ago already. I think.
Wow,
3 years ago. Yeah, time flies.
Well, thank you for sharing that. Tiesto, what's you said the target date on your album is fall-ish, something like that?
Yeah, between half September, half October. Depends how quick we can get all the feature singers to deliver the final acapellas. So yeah.
All right, and Ava, your album's coming out, of course, later on this year as well. You wrote this album last year, and I think you said it was the most difficult year of your life, all funneled into this album, basically, right?
Definitely. Mm-hmm. It's hard to talk about because it's like, I have a lot of my emotions and feelings written down and sung on the album that's not out yet. And once I think people will hear the songs, they'll understand more of what I went through. Relationships are hard. I've learned that the hard way.
Yeah. By the way, Ava's going to join me in the future doing an iHeartRadio countdown all about this album. And I guess we'll talk about this relationship, and it's going to be it'll be rough to get through this countdown because, asking about the music is about asking about these relationships, which I want to be sensitive to, but that's basically what the music is about. So we'll see how this goes. Maybe we'll both have to get drunk to get through that countdown.
I think so. Sure. Some wine.
You will do some wine. Let me say a congrats. And I think this goes from myself, Tiesto, and from Ava. Congrats on your, to my understanding, new baby boy coming soon, right?
Yeah.
What?
So fun. Congrats.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm excited. So
That's so exciting. A little Tiesto.
a little Tiesto. Well, his name is going to be Tiesto for sure, you know.
Yeah, have we picked the name yet? Don't say it if you don't. Well, you know, keep that secret. But have you picked the name? Is it? Well, it's probably Tiesto. It's got to be Tiesto Jr., right?
It's got to be Tiesto Jr. Yeah, that's what I want, but I'm not sure that's going to happen.
And of course, Auntie Ava. I guess that's kind of, is that what you're going with? You got to pick your auntie name, right?
Oh my God, I can't. I'll sing it motto.
Yeah, there we go.
That's the motto.
What am I forgetting to ask you, Tiesto and Ava Max? Ava, I'll start with you. What am I forgetting?
I mean, wait, when are we going to perform live together, Tiesto? That's what I want to know.
Have we not performed this? We haven't performed the motto live yet?
Well, like officially, like we should go in somewhere, right?
Yeah.
Like a festival.
You got to do it at a festival. Maybe maybe EDC or something.
Let's do it anywhere you want. I'm there.
Okay.
So is this gonna this could happen. This is gonna happen.
Yeah. I would love that. I would love that.
I would too.
Yeah.
I love that.
Okay. We'll make it happen.
I think we just got an exclusive sort of right there.
Yeah.
Tiesto, Ava Max, thank you both for hanging out. At the end of every countdown, fist bump to make it official. If you could tap that cam, give me a little boom.
Oof.
Bam. There we go.